So as quickly as I can, I'm going to show you how to make the wheel part. I'm doing this right before the change of classes, so there may be some noise, but you should be able to follow along. So, open up a part, 2D sketch. I like the XY plane, don't know why, it doesn't really matter. Or maybe that was XZ, I don't remember, it doesn't matter. So the wheel is all about circles and arcs, and in fact, we're going to start with an arc. Now, I'm going to draw, what I'm going to do next, if you're listening, what I'm going to do next that you don't have to do. I'm going to make a construction circle just so you can see what I'm talking about. But you don't need to do this. And that construction circle is going to be 2 inches in diameter. Notice it's construction, so it's dotted. I click this up here. Now, you don't need to do that step, but I'm going to do it, like I said, to help you see what I'm about to do. I'm going to make an arc. And I'm going to make a center point arc. I'm going to go down here, it says center point. So I'm going to click there, and first thing I'm going to click is going to be my center point. So right here is where my center of my arc is going to be. Then I'm going to go up, and I'm going to pick 2 points. And in this case, I'm going to use this circle, but I don't have to. I could dimension the blue that you see there as 1 inch, because that's the radius of the arc. So if I hit 1, now, notice it's on my circle no matter what I do. Now, no matter what I do, it's always, the radius of this arc is always going to be 1 inch. It'll be on this circle no matter what. Now, I got to click 2 points. So I'm going to click the first one here straight up. It doesn't really matter where, but so that the angle there is 90. I'm going to click once. Then I'm going to slide over, and this is now I'm going to define how much of an arc I want. Do I want 36.25 degrees? Do I want 8.12 degrees? Well, in this case, I think I'm going to do 20 degrees. So I type 20, and I hit Enter. And I just made an arc, which is a piece of a circle. That's all an arc is. It's a piece of a circle whose radius would be 1 inch, and I made it 20 degrees worth, right from there to there. Now I'm going to make a second arc, except this arc I'm going to make using 3 point. In other words, I click on my 2 end points of my arc. So I want one end of the arc to be here. I want the other end to be over here, where this line ends, this arc ends. Notice, now I can decide how big of an arc I want by moving my mouse. But what I'm looking for here is this. I'm going to move it in until there. You see how, I'll zoom in. You see how the tangent signs pop up on the right side and left side there? I'm going to move it until I get that symbol. And then I'm going to click. Now, it was, I think the radius there was 0.17. So what I can do then is I can hit dimension. And I think I can click, click this. And click the number. It's actually going to accept, okay. Oh, darn it, I didn't want to do that. Hold on. We're going to undo that. There we go. Oh, we're good. I'm going to show you how to constrain that in a minute. It's green, we're going to leave it green for a second. Now, we're going to now use something called the circular pattern. You've used it before. We're going to use it here. We're going to say circular pattern. And the first thing it's asking me for is what do I want to make my pattern out of? It's this arc, and now, I'm going to hover here. Just wait. Because right now, it's selecting the constructed circle. I don't want that. If you wait, I'll get a little drop-down menu. I don't want curve 1. I want curve 2, the piece of the arc. Let's click that. Then, I tell it what axis I want to revolve around, which is the center of my big circle here, the origin here. And in this case, I think I want it to make a pattern that has 8 of them. There we go. And now I see my 8, I don't know, it's kind of like semicircles in there. And I can hit OK. And then, let's see, I'm going to make a circle that is, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I can now go to my construction circle, and I can right-click on it, and I can click construction, and it will make it not construction, make it an actual circle, solidify it up there. And I think if I do that, I think I'll be in good shape. Let's see if I can extrude it. So I finish the sketch. I right-click and I hit extrude. Actually, before I finish the sketch, let me do this. Let me edit sketch. Before you finish it, if you don't like the green there, what you can do is there's a quick out. Up here, in this button, it'll automatically dimension things. Let's see if it'll let me. So if I click that, and I click apply, there we go. It just automatically locks everything into place. Now if I finish the sketch, and I extrude, yep, it'll let me extrude the interior part. Boom. I have that. Now, I'm going to hit OK. Actually, I want it to be, I can't remember what the dimensions are on this right now. So I'm going to go with, I apologize, I can't remember what it was. Let me see if I have it somewhere. 0.2 inches is what it turns out to be. I found it. There we go. So, check. Now I have to do the outer tire-like part of it. To do that, here's what I want you to do. We're actually going to create something called a work plane. What I want is a plane, a flat surface, that is halfway between this side and the other side, one that splits this thing down the middle. So I go to plane, and I say midpoint between two planes. Now it wants me to select two surfaces. So I'm going to select this surface here, and then I'm going to turn it around, and click on the other surface, and you'll notice, let's see if I can turn it to here, there's now a plane that splits this thing right down the middle. We are now going to make a sketch on that plane. So we're going to go up here to the corner until it lights up like that. Boom. And we're going to right click when it does that. And we're going to say new sketch. And we'll put a new sketch on that plane. And we're just going to do two circles. Again, one of them is going to be, there it is, that green dot. One of them is going to be 2 inches. And the other circle is going to be 2.25. And I'm going to finish that sketch. So now I have this rim that is in the middle. We're going to extrude that, but we're going to do an extrusion we've never done before. So I'm going to hit extrude. I'm going to click on that rim, see how it lights up. But instead of extruding it in one direction or the other, I want to extrude it in both directions. And I want to extrude it 0.4 total, so that it'll split it in each direction. So there we go. So it overhangs a little bit. So that's 0.2 in each direction, or 0.4 total. So I used the one that went both directions symmetrically, and I hit OK. And I guess I did forget to put my center circle here. So let me do that. I go here, and I think that center circle had a radius. It's a 1-inch circle, I believe. Radius of diameter of 0.5. Boom. And I finish it, and I'll extrude that out. Switch the direction. I'm just going to have it go through all, and OK. And I should be done. And then I can go ahead and make the drawing for this.